When you think of STEAM, you may think of an iron or an engine, but today we have a new way to think about STEAM.
Now, STEAM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Art, and Math, and it's a special program for kids this summer at Children's Museum of Tucson. I almost said Music Museum because you're throwing art in there. Here to tell us about STEAM is Executive Director Michael Luria. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
All right, so it seems like STEAM is sort of branching off of STEM, which everybody's been talking about for a while.
Absolutely. So a lot of people are becoming more and more familiar with STEM and science, technology, engineering, mathematics, but there's a movement nationally to include art because art is really important. And unfortunately, you're really seeing it cut from curriculums in schools all around the country, including here in Tucson. So we want to reintroduce art as well as other museums around the country, so it's now STEAM.
STEAM. And so how are you reintroducing art into the STEM package?
Well, so certainly at the Children's Museum, we have an art studio. In fact, it just opened in October. We reimagined our art studio, so it's fantastic and lots of different things to do and play with. So for our summer programming, for the last several years, we've done something called Science Sundays, so we've now morphed that into STEAM Sundays. So every Sunday, starting this coming Sunday, from Memorial Day weekend to Labor Day weekend, it's going to be $2 admission per person. It's themed as STEAM Sundays, and we're going to have different nonprofit partners to join us at the Children's Museum doing hands-on interactive programming in one of the disciplines of STEAM.
Okay.
It's only $2?
It's only $2. So our normal admission is $8 per person. So this is a great opportunity to come and experience the Children's Museum. It's affordable and accessible for the whole family. And that was really important to us. We really believe strongly that the opportunity for children and their families to come and play and learn and discover, should be a right, not a privilege. And so to that end, we try to create opportunities that make the museum financially accessible, and STEAM Sundays is that in the summer.
And I love the fact that parents can get involved too, because if mom and dad think that it's cool,
absolutely,
then the kids are going to think that it's cool.
Absolutely. And our brand new exhibit called Build It, that's just opening, is going to engage parents. It's going to bring you back to your childhood where you played with building blocks and made forts and things like that. Everything is sort of a constructible that you can build, get on the ground, play with your kids, and have some fun.
Well, and I love that you wanted us to play with you.
I know, I'm ready to play.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming and playing.
So we brought a couple new things for you. So first of all, this is brand new. It's called Thinker Linkers, and you can see all the different shapes. So you're talking about mathematics when you have different shapes, and engineering, the way you build. So feel free to take some pieces and kind of see what you can create.
Looks like a snowflake.
So this is brand new to the museum and to Build It. In fact, it's going out on the floor tomorrow. So you're the first adults to play with it.
What?
Whoa. Yeah.
Put our fingerprints all over it.
I know.
Yeah. And then we also brought little mini imagination blocks. So for those that have visited the museum, we have the large blue blocks that we've had for a couple years outside. And then in Build It, when we opened that up last week, we have the medium size, and these are the tabletop size.
Okay.
So they're little foam blocks, and again, you can use your imagination, engineering, mathematics, and just go and create something fun.
Michael, I'm already stumped. I'm like, I haven't put anything together.
Like I wanted it to. Okay, here we go.
Look what you've got going.
I know.
That's cool.
I always loved building things when I was little, but I think, and this is why I do think STEM and STEAM is so important, because there is some lack of transition that happens from when you're a little kid and you're not in school and you're sitting at home just building things with your hands and drawing and coloring. Yeah. And then when you get to school, it's so reading and all of that kind of focus, which it needs to be, but then that element of just being creative and building things is kind of lost.
Using your imagination. And so this is great for it. So this is a big way that we're incorporating STEAM into the Children's Museum this summer. And we also have a series of camps that run for kinder camps and junior camps from ages 4 to 9. And so they're all STEAM based. So we've taken the different programs of the camps and we've aligned them with either science, technology, engineering, arts, or mathematics. And we've done that with the exhibits throughout the museum as well. So when you walk through the museum, you'll now see stickers throughout the museum that tell you whether it's a science exhibit, a technology, engineering, etc.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And you say this is the first summer that you've done this.
It's called STEAM Sundays, yes.
And how is it being received?
Well, it's exceptionally well received, and certainly part of it is the financial accessibility. $2 per person make the museum very accessible to the whole family. But beyond that, it's also being able to not only experience the Children's Museum and what we have to offer, but it's also partnering with our fellow nonprofits. So this Sunday, the very first one, we have the Botanical Gardens coming out for 3 hours. And then later in the afternoon, we have Tucson Rembrandts coming. So every Sunday, we'll have 2 different nonprofit partners. So it gives them an opportunity to do something related to STEAM to share that with our visitors, but also to sort of expose their organization to our visitors too. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Absolutely.
And it's a good indoor, cool activity for the
Absolutely. As we know, we've had 3 days at 100
Yes.
degrees. It's getting warm out there. And so if you're looking for cool indoor fun all summer long, the Children's Museum is the best way to do it. And get a membership because you can come every day or as often as you want.
And you're for coming in and letting us play a little
Yes.
bit. I don't know how well we did, but you can learn more about S.T.E.A.M. And coming up in the Morning Blend, we'll tell you how you can throw a big burger bash for Memorial Day or even Father's Day. You can also win a cookbook with amazing burger recipes.
Plus, want to send mosquitoes packing this summer? We'll have some tips right after this.